What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about having more action and less talk. It's real simple, y'all. It's real simple. I'm tired of people talking about what they want to do, man. Everybody's talking about what they want to do, but don't want the actions that come with it. Everybody wants to be a successful entrepreneur, but don't want to put in the late nights, the early mornings. Don't want to start their own business. They're too scared to take the risk. People want to get fit, but they don't want to go to the gym. They're too lazy. They have excuses. You know what I'm saying? People want to get get into a good college or maybe even graduate, but yet, they don't want to do the work. They don't want to show up to class on time. They're so focused on parties and so focused on, genders. You know what I'm saying? You're focused on all this talk that you want to do, but there's no action behind it, or there's minimal action behind it. You're sitting there, you're like, man, why am I not where I want to be at? But it's literally because you're not even putting in the action, and you know that. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting in 100% effort into everything that you want to do. You're sitting there and you're wishing for 110%, growth, putting in 75% effort. How does that work? Tell me, how does that work? Like, me even saying that doesn't make any sense, right? So you're focused on trying to put in all this talk, like what you want to do this year, what you want to do for the team, what you want to do for your classmates, what you want to do for, your work environment, what you want to do for your family. And yet we're sitting here and what you're, the only thing that you're able to do is talk about stuff. You're not producing anything. Honestly, the actions that you're doing aren't adding up to what you were talking about. You need to be able to switch that. You need more action, less talk. People always want results over what you want to talk about. Let's say that in your head, you're like, man, I want to be, 210 of pure muscle, right? You tell it to 20 people. 20 people are going to be like, okay, cool. Like, that's great to hear. I can't wait to see where you get to. But let's say that you tell 20 people, or let's say that you don't tell 20 people. You go to the gym, you show up, you go after work, you go early in the morning, maybe late at night, depending on how your day look like. You show up, right? You go to the gym without no one even knowing what your goals are. You just pop back up. They're like, dang, okay, I see you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what your goals are, but they say clearly you have a goal. Clearly you have something you're working towards. Clearly you're putting in more action than what you're talking about. People love to talk, and they love to make, a show of themselves, to be like, look, this is who I'm going to be. This is what I'm working at. This is where I'm going to, this is where I'm traveling to. This is what I'm trying to make, on a monthly or yearly basis with finances. This is the type of car that I have. This is the type of car that I want, right? But there's no true actions behind it. You're too scared to take the risk of what the action is. And let's be honest, the action is too hard for you to actually have or want to be disciplined for the result that you want. You can't want to be able to be in this position of success and to be able to be of high influence if you're not even practicing those things on a consistent basis. How is that going to work? Honestly, like, you're in a place where you want to be able to talk, but there's no actions about what you're doing. And maybe you're like, oh, I feel super tired. I'm trying to focus on so many things. If you're focusing on so many things, it's going to take away from the main thing that you want to do. I can't be able to be a personal trainer, a fitness guru, or not a fitness guru, that's probably the same thing. But, I can't try to maintain trying to do multiple things all at once if I haven't kick-started on anything. It's one thing if you're like, okay, I have a business that's successful, I want to move on to the next thing. But if you're trying to focus on topic 1, 2, and 3 all at the same time, then it's going to make it difficult for you to even tick off with one. You're trying to do too many topics at once. You got to slow down. Do one thing at a time. The actions that you want to do, focus on what you want to do the most. Okay? Once you focus on the things you want to do the most, work with that. Like I told you guys, I used to want to do wholesaling and day trading. I couldn't do both. Personally, in my head, I was trying to learn the whole side to wholesaling and seeing what it took, getting able to, make the calls and, seeing the websites and then going to the properties and then, trying to do day trading, trying to learn what strategies worked and, what it really took for me to become a successful day trader, everything like that, man, it was too much trying to learn both. So I had to focus on one. That's me personally. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody can be able to maintain multiple topics at once. But it's also not going to help you if you're trying to, be successful in a lot of things, but you can't focus on everything. You can't. There's too many things for you to want to be great at, and then you try to, share that type of discipline, or you try to share that time to be able to cater to all of them. Slow down and make time for one. Make time for one. Focus on one or two. I'll say that. And then from there, start to move. When you build those, you feel sustainable. You feel like those are where you kind of want them to be at, then move on to the next thing. But don't give up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to work on 4 different topics, pick 1 or 2 and keep the other 2 for the background. You know what I'm saying? In the back of the pocket. Okay, 1 and 2 don't work. That's cool. Let me work on 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? More action. Let's talk, y'all. More action. Let's talk. Like I told y'all, people love to see results. People love to see results. You can't say, hey, I want to make $250,000 this year and then not do anything about it. And the results is that maybe you buy a nice watch, maybe you buy a nice car, maybe you're traveling a lot, maybe you're in a place where you're like, man, clearly he's doing something, profitable, or he's making his goals come to life because he's already able to do everything that he's talked about. You know what I'm saying? The results of what you're already working on. He's wearing this nice clothing. You know what I'm saying? He's wearing this nice chain, or he's wearing, and it doesn't have to be physical things, but it could literally just be like evidence that, like, look, he's doing what he said he was going to do. But it's the results that people look for. You know what I'm saying? That's what really drives people. That's what motivates people. That's what gets people to want to get to the next level. Seeing people want to be successful, and then also seeing people that want to work and be active in what they want to accomplish. More action, let's talk, y'all. More action, let's talk. So that's really all I got for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of people that want to just talk and have ideas, but they don't work to bring them to life. They're too scared to take the risk. And if you're one of those people that's too scared to take the risk, you got to take it. You got to. Like, honestly, think about the cost of not taking the risk, staying exactly where you're at, versus taking the risk and knowing that it didn't work out, or knowing that you could be so much more successful than who you are. Which risk do you want to take? Knowing that you're not going to be able to be anything, or not be anything, but to know that you're going to be in the same spot with no risk, or being in a place where you're like, man, at least I tried it. At least I gave it at least I went out there and did something, right? What spot do you want to be in? More action, let's talk, y'all. That's gonna be the memo. That's gonna be the motto, I should say. 2025. More action, let's talk. So that's all I really got for y'all in this video, man. That's all I really got, man. I love to hear other people's goals, how they're working towards it. So if that's what you were doing, drop it in the comments, man. Let me know, man. I love to hear other people that's motivated and disciplined, and they're determined to want to be better, and they're actively doing that. So if that's you, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Like this video, y'all. Share this video with somebody. Subscribe to the channel. And until then, I will catch you on the next video. Gone.